to address all the politicians from the riverine area to the hinterland of Biafra, which comprises of Eastern region politicians as a whole. I want to address on particular issue concerning these politicians we have in Biafra land. These very politicians have forgotten that they have failed the people of Biafra. These very politicians have forgotten that the situation of our region today is caused by them. These very politicians today have quickly to forget that the blackout we are having in our region today is caused by them. These very politicians has forgotten that the road we don't have today in our region are caused by them. These very politicians have forgotten that unwarranted deaths, sicknesses, disease that are ravaging our community today are being caused by them. These very politicians from the Eastern region has quickly forgotten that those children who are out of school today in our region are being caused by them. These very politicians from Eastern region today have quickly forgotten that the Biafran that scattered all over the world searching for greener pastures are being caused by them. These very politicians has quickly to forget that the Biafrans today that are scattered all over the world in prison, in Asia, in America, in South America, in Europe, in Oceania, are being caused by them. These very politicians have quickly to forget that they fell woefully and the people has lost hope on them. Now, the insecurity that are being ravaging our region, the killing of farmers in our land, the raping of our women in our own land, in a farm land. These particular politicians have forgotten that them brought these Fulani down to our land and stationed them into our bushes just to remain relevant in the hands of the Fulanis. And at the cause of these particular acts from these politicians resulted into our people being deserted their farmland and began to die in hunger out of fear of death in their own farm. And I remember vividly that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB freedom movement called the attention of these particular politicians from the Eastern region to do the needful by providing security for the people and find the lasting solution by moving the Fulanis out of the bush so that our people can go and farm in peace and produce food for our land. But in all these efforts were not implemented, or we are not concerned about by these politicians. Today, upon all this crime, I want to call the attention of these politicians should, in case, if they have forgotten that with oil and gas that flow from our land, that our religion today is supposed to be more magnificent than the Dubai we are seeing today. I want to remind them, call their attention today, that with oil and gas that flow in our own very land, that Eastern region should be more magnificent and more beautiful than New York. Eastern region today should be a place where the world will come for holidays, where the world will come, world leaders will travel when they are on vacation from their beauty. Our place today should be a visiting site, world attraction, what we call world attraction. That's what Eastern region should be. Even despite being in one Nigeria, the Eastern region should have been the most world attractive area you can mention in this world with what we have. But today, we cannot even see the traces or see the evidence of this gas and oil in our own very land. And the same politicians continue to insult this particular generation. When they will come on camera for interview by the Zoom media, they will be mentioning amnesty to IPOB, or I don't really understand. I want to call the attention of these politicians, if they really understand what is called amnesty, or if they really understand what leads to amnesty. Now, my question to the world is this, or to Biafrans or to those who love truth, is the people, the masses in Biafra land, and the politicians who have caused damage in our land, our politicians who by their selfish interests surrender our own resources to the Fulani to be funding their terrorism in the north. Now I want to know, between us who have come to ask for justice, between us and these politicians, I want to know who should be in position to offer amnesty to each other. Because the problem that is on ground before the emergence of IPOB have ceased in the hands of this politician, or in their view that this problem has no solution, because they then have seen that the problem of Nigeria has no solution, according to them, according to most of them. But when they will talk, they will tell you that they will do something. After they will tell you that they will do something, at the end, they have no capacity to do what they have promised that they will do. When you pressure them much, they will tell you that Fulanis are the people in power. This is all the excuses they always bring to our people. They will tell our people that Fulanis are in power, they can't do anything. They can't bring seaport to our land. They can't bring international airport to our land. They can't develop our road. They can't bring a viable infrastructure to our land. They can't bring hospital to our land. When you ask them, they will use Fulanis as an excuse to their failure. Now, I want to ask them, the IPOB organization, who have deeply launched into investigation to know the everlasting solution, in order to rescue our people from the trouble that seems no solution. And the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, after studying the problem that these politicians are facing, which is affecting the people in our land. He come up with what we call solution, permanent solution to everybody in Nigeria. Since the unity is the problem, since the one Nigerianness is the problem, then we came up with what we call everlasting solution. We come up with request for referendum so that people can willingly choose to themselves if to remain in a state where the problem of the state has no solution, or to separate from that problem and go and build themselves by starting another phase, new phase of life. I call it new phase of life because we are in a place where we have grown old, and we have tried years in, years out to try to bring solution to the table, and it seems the solution has no effect because of the different belief or different race that was forcefully matched together. Now, a man who is demanding for referendum, what is concerned, or what leads to that man to be, or to the politician to be offering the man amnesty? This is what I want to understand, because this speech or this statement of amnesty did not start today. Even when Nnamdi Kanu is still with us, these insults have been occurring, have been resurfacing from the mouth of the politicians from the eastern region. I remember vividly when Okezi Bazoum made the same statement. He made the same statement of offering IPOBs in Abia State amnesty. Nnamdi Kanu was around then. I remember vividly when Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi of Enugu State offered the IPOB members in Enugu State the same amnesty. I remember vividly when Dave Omai offered a Boeing IPOB amnesty. Today, I remember vividly the former governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano, offered the same amnesty to IPOB in Anambra State when Nnamdi Kanu was still around. Today, what are we seeing today? We have seen the same speech coming out from a man we thought that he is very learned. This particular word has also come out from the mouth of a man that's supposedly to be a professor, a man who is learned, now has beginning to speak like a tout who went to Oluwole to arrange certificates. If others are speaking the same or making the same mistake, I am shocked that a professor who are widely learned, because Charles Soludo is a learned man. There is no dispute about that. There's no dispute about that. The only person I always question his education is Wike of River State, of River State. I always challenge people. Did you say that this man went to school? The person will tell yes. I say, are you sure that this man went to school? I know eventually that most of them did not go to school. The certificate he's using was arranged in Oluwole in Lagos State. So leave those ones who did not went to school. But Soludo, Church Soludo, I am well convinced, and I am sure of what I'm saying, that he is a learned man. Then my shock is, what is bringing this kind of word of illiterates from Soludo? Why this kind of word that illiterates supposed to be speaking out? What have come over Soludo? Did you see why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that is a curse on Nigeria state? That as soon as some of them, no matter how you are learned, as soon as you accepted one Nigeria, you become stupid, like Funanis. It's like there is a kind of curse that Funani put in Nigeria. No matter how you are educated, no matter how level of your education, as soon as you said one Nigeria, you believe in one Nigeria, and you are sent to any post under that name Nigeria, you become your education become completely useless. You will never reason like a human being, proper human being anymore. This issue of offering amnesty, I want to know the meaning of amnesty. Amnesty, the definition of amnesty is for criminals, is for may I call it a group of gangsters or a group of mafians in a country, and they have grown so much wind. Their network of crime have expanded to the point that you cannot confront them with force. You cannot confront them with gun and bullet. Then the only thing you will do is to contact the leader of the gang or the leader of the mafian that have taken dominion in the country and call them to the round table and ask them to surrender their activities so that the government will function properly, so that the world will not be seeing that particular country as a country that is aiding crime, so that they will not be rubbishing the name of that particular country. That is when this word amnesty always occur or appear to the table. They will say, okay, this mafian group, you are into this and that illegal importation of this or exportation of this and that. We want you to stop this activity. Come. The boys they have built, they will say, okay, connect the boys. We are going to settle all of them. We are going to establish them so that our state will be crime free. But in a freedom movement, for goodness sake, Church Soludo, I don't know who is advising you. I want to tell you today, Church Soludo, please, if that fellow who you have chosen as your personal advisor or security advisor in Anambra, I will advise you to sack that man. Whoever he is, if it is a woman, sack the person, please. Because I see that they want you to fail like others have failed. Because this is the problem of black people. When a black man fail, he wants his brother to fail. Because he don't want his brother to take that honor. That is why when you see a black man venture into a business that consumes his capital, how wicked he is, he will try to lure another person, another of his friend or another of his colleague into that particular business for him to lose also. This has been the program of a black people, which is very, very devilish. Now, what they are trying to do in Anambra is to make sure that Soludo fell woefully like others have failed. Because from the riverine area to the hinterland of Biafra land, every governor, every government official has failed woefully. So they are trying now to pass that the same effort to see to that Soludo in Anambra fell, even with to see that he fell more than others have failed. because every one of them have failed the people, and they want now to rubbish the name and the effort of this man by the wrong advice they are giving to this man. Why I am saying this thing is, Soludo is a man that I respect so much. I won't because of he believe in one Nigeria or whatever. He know his reason of believing in one Nigeria. Like I know my reason of believing in Biafra. Believing that Biafra will bring peace to everyone that finds himself or herself in Nigeria. I strongly believe that Biafra will bring tranquility and harmony and love in the African continent. I strongly believe Biafra will bring end to our children being dropped out of school. But in Nigeria, this will increase the condition. I am telling you today, for those who, by their selfish interest or by one thing to another, believe in one Nigeria, I am telling you today, if we have our children 10 that drop out this year, believe me, you 30 is going to drop out next year. Upper year, 40 is going to drop out, or 50. That is how it will be increasing, because Nigeria problem increases. I have never seen Nigeria problem be decreasing. Rather, increases every time. Every year in, year out, increases. So I want to ask Soludo, where did this particular word of amnesty coming from? Is it coming from your mouth, or is there somebody speaking behind you that we are not seeing? This is what I have come to ask, because I can see that this mistake, they have placed this particular mistake on your table, so that you will embrace this particular mistake, that by the time you have taken the wrong path of the solution, now if what you think is solution failed you, the next thing that the same people who is advising you will advise you is add army, add police, as if those who have added them in Imo State have succeeded. God, I'm having problem with what is happening to this thing. What is going on? What is happening to my system? Lord, help me today. Well, I'm coming. Something is wrong with my system. Something is wrong with my system. Let me try and switch on this and see what is wrong. I believe this one will serve well. I'm having challenge. Please, a minute. There is one I am using to empower this stream. This thing is giving me serious problem today. This is what I've been setting since. Okay, we continue. I think it's more better now. We continue. So I want to know where this advice of giving amnesty to IPOB is coming from. IPOB is not requesting for amnesty, and any offer of amnesty to IPOB is an insult to Biafran people. So, mind what you say as a leader of the people, because you are a leader of the people. A governor is a leader. Mind your word, mind your speech. Be very conscious of your speech. Before you ascend the seat of governor in Anambra State, you can speak the way you want, but when you become governor, you have become a mirror. People are watching you. There is things you do before, people will ignore. The same thing, if you do it today, people will react over that, because you have ascended that particular seat where you don't have yourself anymore. people have you now. And whatever you must carry out as a policy in that seat must be the will of the people, not your will, not the political will, not the will of the politicians around you. No. I told you what to do. I said, Soludo, map out every Tuesday and walk around your state in Anambra. Walk to the marketplace and ask them, what do you want that will make you to come out and start your normal daily activities on Mondays? By the time you move around the state, you will get the answer. You don't need anybody to advise you. You don't need to call an Igbo. You don't need to call a market leader. You don't need to call a woman leader in your state to come and be asking them what will be the solution concerning the people decision. No, because those ones, they are going to lie to you, because all what they want is the post where they are. All what they are concerned about is how much you are dishing out to them. So people, one thing you should know, Soludo, you are not a learner in Nigeria politics. Everybody is mindful of their pockets. Nobody is mindful of the society. This is what keeps Nigeria in the condition Nigeria is today. From the federal to the state level, every man and woman in Nigeria politics is minding their pocket. They are minding their bank account. They don't even think, how are we going to build a magnificent society? How are we going to design our society to be beautiful than Dubai? This kind of thing doesn't occur to them. It doesn't occur to them. It's not one of their thoughts. Every of their thought is, how much are we going to loot? How much do we have to loot out from this government? How are we going to embezzle? How am I going to get $1 million in my account, in my foreign account? How am I going to get up to 20-something apartments in America? How am I going to get 15 apartments in Germany? How am I going to get one mansion or one hotel in Dubai? These are the things that occur to them. So how can such people give you a good advice concerning the area that concerns the masses? Because Soludo, I strongly believe, when you engage in the real thing, in the real solution of this particular issue at hand, believe me, you will always have the people's voice. You will always have the people support. Let me tell you, if as much that I am agitating for Biafra, if you, Soludo, become the best governor today in Anambra State, don't you think that we will still need you in Biafra? Don't you think when Biafra come, Biafran can even, upon all those people who have voted, who have fight for this freedom of Biafra, all those people who have been agitating for years, Biafrans can abandon them, because what we need is quality leaders. We need quality leaders. We are not after those who have fights or who have done this and that. No, that is not how to build an enviable society. There is no recognized international airport in the whole of the land of the Eastern region.
My wonderful viewers, for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, as you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.